like to call the meeting to order. If everybody would please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. First item on the agenda is the approval of the agenda. Does anybody have any additions or changes to the agenda?
Move for approval. Second.
Here in a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Next item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes for the April 9th, 2012 meeting. Does anybody have any changes they would like to make to those minutes? Hearing none, I will entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, move for approval.
Second.
In a second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Any abstentions?
I abstain.
Moving on, looks like we have one public hearing this evening. That's for the Prairie Oaks Corporate Center. It's a request for a planned unit development concept amendment on 8.4 acres, a planned unit development district review with waivers on 8.4 acres, a zoning district amendment in the I-5 zoning district on 8.4 acres, and a site plan review on 8.4 acres. If the project proponent would like to step forward and present the project, you just state your name and spell your last name and your address.
Good evening, Chair and Commissioners. I'm John Ferrier. That's Ferrier. I work for CSM Corporation, and we are the owner of the building and the applicant. The reason that we're here is we have a new tenant that would love to occupy that building, and they need about a 90% office ratio. Currently, it's at 75%. The tenant is Starkey. If you know, Starkey has been in Eden Prairie for almost 40 years, and they currently have about 1,500 employees in Eden Prairie. They currently have 5 buildings, and the location of our building is very close to their existing building, so this would be a very convenient location for them. And, of course, we want Starkey as a tenant, so we are proposing this amendment. The amendment essentially is paving some existing area on the site to provide 48 more parking stalls. The civil engineer from Alliant Engineering, Clark Wickland, is also here with me tonight, and he can address any engineering issues. Other than that, we agree with the staff's report, and if you have any other questions, you can either ask me or Clark Wickland.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Get back if you have any questions. Commissioners, any questions to start off with? Regina, if you could take us through the staff report?
Yep. Staff does recommend approval of the conditions according to page, staff recommends approval according to the conditions on page 2 of the staff report. As noted, there is a plan unit development waiver for an increase in office use from 75% to 90%. And another condition that the applicant receive watershed district approval for the wetland delineation, and that there be a conservation easement placed over the existing wetland area if it shows that the wetland is over the existing easement.
Thank you very much, Regina.
If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Does anybody have any questions for staff? Or
It's pretty clear cut.
pretty clear cut, straightforward. That being said, I'm fine with entertaining a motion.
Mr. Chairman, move to close the public hearing.
Second.
Arm wrestle for a second over here.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Mr. Chairman, move to recommend approval of the Plan Unit Development Concept Amendment on 8.4 acres, Plan Unit Development District Review with waivers on 8.4 acres, Zoning District Amendment in the I-5 Zoning District on 8.4 acres, and Site Plan Review on 8.4 acres based on plans stamped dated April 5th, 2012, and the staff report dated April 20th, 2012.
Second.
Haven't heard a second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Congratulations. You can move forward with your project. Moving on, are there any planners' reports? Regina?
Just a couple of things. A reminder that the Boards and Commission banquet is on May 9th. If you haven't RSVP'd already, I'd encourage you to do so by May 2nd. And a reminder that the next meeting is May 14th. On the agenda, we have proposed one item at this time. Possibly another 2 items might come in, but the one item that will be going forward is a 138-unit apartment building called Mitchell Crossing Apartments 2012. It's just north of the Buca site. You may remember it came forward a few years ago as a mixed-use development. In this case, they're proposing all apartments. There will be no meeting on May 28th. That's Memorial Day. So the June 11th will be the next meeting after May 14th.
Regina, I've misplaced my invitation for the Boards and Commissions banquet. Who's the contact on that?
You can reply to Lori Creamer
Okay.
or Mike Franzen, and they'll forward your
All right.
response.
Thanks, Regina.
Was sent out, the invitations? I don't know if I received one, but I'll check my mail. All right, thank you, Regina.
You're welcome.
Any members' reports? Nobody? Continuing business? New business? Hearing none, I will entertain a motion for adjournment. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion is adjourned. Thank you very much.
When you don't pick up after your